Hello everyone, my name is Slade, and I'll be your host for this episode of Star Wars Did You Know? Before we begin today, I'd like to give a big shout out to Farseer Animation, who made possible a lot of the artwork you'll see here, specifically the 3D rendered parts. The Crimson Command was a force of 100 Victory-class Star Destroyers, with unique red hulls. They were built to test the principle of using smaller ships in more mobile formations, instead of the typical Imperial-class Star Destroyer, which will only be built and deployed in limited numbers comparatively. The ships of the Crimson Command were built between 1 and 2 ABY during a raw material shortage throughout the Empire. A lack of dunium hull plating led to the use of a unique Havad alloy, which is what gave the ships their red hulls. This unusual course of action was ordered by Admiral Kendall to clear the Kuat Dravyard shipyards of excess hulls which were sitting waiting for materials. However, despite the success of the Havad hull, the move was widely criticized, and the Crimson Command immediately gained a superstition surrounding them by those who were forced to crew these unusual red-hulled ships. Upon completion, the Crimson Command was assigned to the Quelli Oversector under Grand Moff Zinj, who was appointed High Admiral of the Crimson Command. The Crimson Command's service history from this point forwards is unclear. However, by 12 ABY, the command had fallen under the sway of warlord High Admiral Truton Teradok, and was commanded by then Vice Admiral Gilad Pelion, with only 73 of the original 100 ships remaining. Following the Tassidala's unification of the military assets of the Deep Core warlords, the Crimson Command fell under her control. With Admiral Dala's backing, the command would be increased in strength to 112 ships. However, at this point, not all the ships had the original Havad hulls, and so standard-hulled Victory classes would serve alongside their Crimson counterparts. Following this, the Crimson Command would commence guerrilla raids against the New Republic, with some minor losses, including 2 ships destroyed at the battle for the Chardon shipyard. 20 ships would later be used during Admiral Dala's attack against the Yavin Temple. It was at this battle that 3 more of the Crimson Command's Star Destroyers would be lost when the New Republic Reinforcement Fleet arrived. Following the attack on Yavin, little is known of what happened to the Crimson Command, whether it was disbanded and the unique red-hulled ships were dispersed throughout the rest of the Imperial Remnant, or whether it continued to serve as a cohesive force. In addition, it is unclear which type of Victory-class Star Destroyer was used during the Crimson Command's tenure, whether it was all 1-class ships, Victory 2s, or even perhaps some Victory 3s or some mixture of the 3 different types. What is certain is that the majority of the Crimson Command did survive the fall of the Empire, and would later go on to form a core part of various warlord fleets, and eventually a core of the Imperial Remnant fleet. And it is likely that the warships of the Crimson Command were still in service by the time of the Yuuzhan Vong War, well after they had originally been constructed, perhaps finally laying rest to the claim that there was some sort of superstitious curse upon the red-hulled ships that had originally been launched and considered bad omens by their Imperial crew. Alright everyone, that's the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. There'll be more coming in the future. And once again, a big shout out to Farseer Animation. A link to their YouTube channel and their DeviantArt page is provided in the description below.